never met no one who talk like that. And if you hang up on a nigga, bitch, I call right back. Roll my windows up, dollar rolling windows up. Biscuit ass niggas want.
Hi, my name is Tasha Valentine, and I have an addiction to living like it's still the 2000s. What it do, baby boos? Get glam with me. So for today's look, I'm thinking I want to try, attempt a little 2000s natural glam moment. Side note, I went to the Dollar Tree the other day and I found these absolutely adorbs, a little lip smacker lip balms. Like, I had to have them. Like, hello. We're gonna slather some pink lemonade on my lips because crusty lips are a major no-no. Oh my G, this smells so good. Tastes good too. The other day I got this comment on one of my videos that I just absolutely adored. BT dubs, if you're new here, hi, nice to meet ya. I'm Tasha and I am an absolute slut for the 2000s. No, I cannot give you a specific reason as to why I am so obsessed with that period of time, especially considering the fact that I was a legit fetus at the time. FYI's, I am a 2001 baby. I was not born in the 1900s, thank God. No offense to all my geriatrics out there, okay? I love you guys. You probably have lived some very thrilling lives, being that you fought the dinosaurs. Truth be told, I'm actually very envious of anyone who was like old enough to be conscious back then, because granted, like, I was there, but I wasn't there. You know what I mean? And it would appear that as a result of some serious FOMO, I have become whatever this is. If there's one thing you need to know about me, okay mama, it is that I am going to commit to a bit, bitch. Okay, I'm gonna commit. I am. Like, when it comes to my music, I'm 9 times out of 10 going to be listening to something that came out over a decade ago. Like, legit, Shake It by Metro Station just came on my playlist. When I tell you guys, I used to legit have the biggest effing crush on Trace Cyrus till he opened his big fat mouth with that shit about OnlyFans girls being like unwifeable, and that crush went out the goddamn window. I don't know about you guys, but me personally, I just love it when a man knows how to shut the fuck up. Like, it's just so hot, you know what I mean? Or often than not, if I'm watching TV, it's probs gonna be like a trashy ass reality TV show from like the 2000s. Literally talking to the girl who has a whole Jersey Shore collage just plastered above her bed. Fucking love that show. I even have a little growing collection of some of my fave 2000s movies on DVD. Hold on, I'll show you. These DVDs are legit my pride and joy. Also, peep some of my DS games in my stack of the Click books. Let's just say your girl is never bored. The lighting just got so wonky. Oh my god, where did the sun go? I don't know, just as someone who's like always really been fascinated by like pop culture and media, so much so to the point that I'm actually like going to school for it right now, I just really feel like the 2000s is where pop culture peaked. And subsequently, I have devoted my entire existence to keeping that era alive and well. And what makes it all 10 times better is the fact that I'm not the only one. It sounds soups mega nerdy when I say it out loud, but having this little niche community full of so many of us who can like bond together over our shared love of the 2000s is just like such a blast and a friggin' glass. It's kind of gotten to the point where I legit forget that this is still considered like a niche aesthetic. If only you guys could see the looks I get in public sometimes. Trust me, I get it. When you're someone like me who walks around just as if you're a time traveler with her tits out all the time, like, you're bound to get a couple of stares, a couple of little lookies. I can proudly say that I've progressed beyond the point of like giving a fuck about other people's opinions. Like, the only fucks that should be considered in this scenario are my own fucks. The fucks that I give are what matter. Put a pin in that portion of the convo real quick because it is time to get into the fun part of our look, and that is the eyes. I'm thinking I'm gonna go in with my Jackie Aina Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I'm gonna use the color Credit as my base. I don't know if I want to do like golden brown or icy brown. Icy brown. FYI's, all I use is like this pale beigeish color from like this Ancient AF hard candy palette that I have, and Lituation from the Jackie palette right on top. And I'm gonna go in with a brown eye pencil on my waterline. Normally I would just like go in with like a dark brown liner for like my everyday lip look and like put on some lip gloss and call it a day. But we're spicing it up today, and I think we're gonna go in with this lippy. This is the KVD liquid lip in Crucifix. BT dubs, the lip liner that I use like literally all the time is an NYX matte lip liner in the color Club Hopper. I love this liner like to death. And here is the final look. Is she giving 2000s video vixen? Because that's what I feel like she's giving. You don't understand. I'm obsessed. I am going to go stare at myself in the mirror for a really long time. Okay, bye! Mwah.
I wanna dance in the lights. I wanna rock your body. I wanna go for a ride. Hop in the music and rock your body. I wanna dance in the lights. I wanna rock your body. I wanna go for a ride. Hop in the music and rock your body.
Queen of the smoky eye in the early 2000s. So I finally bleached my roots, and I think the number one thing I hate about fresh roots is the fact that it will just get in my hairline, okay? No matter how hard I try not to, I always like to blend and push the foundation in, and it's just unavoidable. The way I didn't even bleach that part of my hair, but you know what? It's totally fine. Side note, do you guys remember how I was talking about me getting this PR package that I've always wanted, and I ended up giving them my wrong address, and I never thought that I was gonna get it. And then when they rerouted the package, it quite literally still went to the wrong address. But yesterday, guess what showed up on my doorstep? When I tell you, I literally screamed. I have this little cheek tint that I haven't used yet, so I'm gonna try that. It might be a little bit too light, but that is what I'm gonna be styling in today's outfit of the day. I definitely put too much on this side, but this side blended so pretty, and I'm just using my finger because I don't know, I feel like that's just gonna work best. But this is literally so cute. Imagine this with just no foundation. Taking excess off with a little beauty blender to really push that in there. As you guys know, I thrift pretty much. Are you joking? But I have thrifted all my tracksuits mainly because I can't afford regular priced ones. And when I started thrifting them, this was before they were easily accessible how they are now. Side note, how cute is this blush palette? But growing up, I never had a velour tracksuit. When I started heavily thrifting in 2015, I was in Santa Cruz at the Salvation Army. I found my first juicy velour, and it was literally $1. I think I want to do a really dark brown smoky eye, but that is where my obsession began. I'm still kicking myself to this day because I literally had a yellow one. In the photo, she kind of had it sticking out like this, kind of Black Swan vibes. But one year I was cleaning out my closet. I guess I just thought I had way too many. Why did I have to sell it? Literally such a rare color to find. Right next to purple. Pink is probably the most that I have found. I currently have 4 juicy ones with a BB and BCBG one. And now I have a Paris one. It says that's hot.
I have to try 2000's Body Glam because these photos live rent-free in my head. Listen, don't be afraid to be double, even triple dipping your brush into there. You want as much as possible. Did you see that cloud of eyeshadow? You want that. I was not neat or careful with this, but when have I ever been? Shout out to this white ColourPop highlighter I've been using for 5 years. What? That's probably not good for your face or eyes, but nah, whatever. I know some of you are gonna see this and be like, doesn't that hurt your eyes? Nope. Although my vision has been getting worse, and I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or all the eyeliner is getting to me. Also, I use my fingers to blend because I'm disgusting, apparently. Tight lining makes such a difference, but looks so scary. I know the reference photos didn't have a wing, but I don't care. I need a wing. I can't go on without one. I'm sorry. Also, I thought my hat made me look cooler, but it honestly is just in the fucking way. I stopped getting lash extensions like 6 months ago because my eyelashes were literally gone, and look at them now. Are you kidding me? Anyway, here's the final 2000's Body Glam. I love it so much. I kind of want to do this every single day now. Let me know if you think I should try anything else.
Every single time I think about going blonde or back to my natural color, I see a picture of Kim Kardashian from the 2010s on my Pinterest, and it sends a shockwave through my body. I always try to recreate her makeup, and I feel like something is missing, but I was getting ready earlier today, and I was like, wait a minute, do I even have bottom lashes? And look, I do. I realized that I have been trying to recreate her super long bottom lashes with like eyeshadow and liner because I have naturally very blonde facial hair. I fill in my eyebrows, I wear lashes, and the last time I tried to put mascara on my bottom lashes, it looked like just a smudge because they were so short. I haven't in so long. I was looking at myself this morning getting ready, and I was like, wait a minute, they're kind of there. Tell me if you can see that or if I'm hallucinating. I can't see because of my lights. Also, I just found a very neutral toned lip gloss at the drugstore. I feel like it looks very similar to what she used. That is the prettiest thing ever. Because I always have like super high gloss, which is very, very cute. This has the perfect subtle shimmer. I feel like this is the best like neutral glam Kim K 2009 look I've done so far. I don't have jewelry or anything, but I feel like I've got this part down. Let me know.
Here's how I do my everyday makeup look. First things first, we gotta get this hair out of the way, and we're ready to begin. I feel like my eyebrows don't actually look that thin, but then when I carve them out with concealer, they're so tiny. I don't know, literally just go around the shape of my eyebrow. Nothing crazy, literally just under and above. I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty Blurring Skin Tint. I was so nervous about trying this, but it has such great coverage. It looks like paint. It's a tint, but it looks like paint. I just want to show you with no filters for a second. Look at that coverage. It's my first time using a skin tint, so I don't know if you're supposed to rub it in with your hands or if you should use a beauty blender, but I'm gonna use a beauty blender today. Here is what that looks like on my skin. Again, no filter. It gives me such a nice glow. Even though we put a skin tint on, we're still gonna go full beat. We're gonna build her up. And when I put concealer on, I always just like to leave it on just for a little bit so it can really saturate and mattify. Okay, now it's been a little bit of time. I'm going to blend out the concealer under my eyes. I feel like honestly just doing the skin tint and some concealer under your eyes would already give you such a full coverage look. Like, here is how we're looking with just one layer of concealer and the skin tint. Now I'm gonna put bronzer on my face, and then after that we're gonna do it again. And I just go around the edges of my face, and this is something I got for like $2. I am just going to put it on my nose and all of the little spots on my face. The glow is crazy. Brow bone. I also always use my highlighters as a eyeshadow. So I'm starting on my brow bone, but I am going to pack it on all the way down here. Genuinely just like that. Another layer of concealer just so that can cook while I'm doing other things. Because one thing about me, I'm going to speed run this damn makeup. And I do not do steps. Some days I'm gonna do my lip gloss first. Some days I'm gonna do my lip gloss last. Sometimes it's in the middle of the makeup routine. Whatever works that day. We're almost done, girl. I'm using this, my waterline, I'm using this like eyeliner crayon thing. And I'm gonna shake up this waterliner. I am going to line the top of my eye. I don't know if I could do it looking into my phone camera, so I'm probably gonna do this one in the mirror. I'm gonna use my pressed powder and just mattify the whole look. I feel like that makes such a big difference. I skipped this step for so long because I felt like it was always making my makeup look cakey. And the more I have learned doing makeup, I feel so like, why did I not do this sooner? Just makes everything more smooth. Very simple, easy makeup tutorial.
Here's how to dress like a 2000s video vixen. Starting off with these vintage jeans from BB. From 2004 all the way to like 2005, low-rise jeans were the uniform for female celebrities, whether they were doing a music video or even a red carpet. Designer jeans were one of the main pieces for flaunting wealth, usually through the rhinestones or embroidery on the back pockets. On top, I'm adding this halter top with an extreme punging neckline. This period pulls a lot of inspiration from the 70s. So not only do we have things like halter tops, we also have skin. That's right, the quintessential accessory for the mid to early 2000s is to show as much skin as humanly possible. Giant belts were a huge trend in the 2000s. Let's add this really cool vintage gold one. That's super cute, but we're not done yet. I'm also going to add this butterfly rhinestone chain. For shoes, I'm going with hot pink pumps. Another essential part of a 2000s look is to wear a pointed toe pump and have the pump peek out from the bottom of the pants. Now we need a ton of accessories like gold bangles and a cute little heart necklace. I'm also throwing on some big hoop earrings. Also, can we bring back big jewelry? I am so tired of jewelry for ants. For the final touch, I've added a square tip French mani. The final essential for a 2000s music video look is a wind machine. Go back and watch music videos from the 2000s. If it's a female artist, I guarantee she has a wind machine. And this is the final look. Are you glad that 2000s fashion is back in style, or do you wish it stayed in the past? Let us know in the comments, and until next time, bye.
Leave the work for someone else. People say if they
I straightened my hair and I'm wearing a denim top. It's only fitting we do 2000s makeup. I feel like the girlies were wearing a lot of cool toned neutral eye looks, so I'm gonna try to recreate that. I always like to add concealer whenever I put a color on my eyeshadow just because it stops it from creasing throughout the day. I'm gonna use this white color because I feel like it'll give me a more frosty look. Usually I do a more perfectly outlined cut crease, but I feel like it being a little bit more messy makes it more true to the look. Go ahead and mix these two colors again. And I'm not going to blend this too much because I feel like it being more messy is kind of cute. To make this 2000s look just a little bit more frosty, I'll be using my Dior Glow palette. This color is going to be perfect. I'm going to use this bronze color on the outer corner. Gonna dab this right here. Use some black eyeliner and black mascara to really make my eyes pop. It's not a 2000s look without some highlight on my brows. For blush, I'll use Patrick Ta's She's Flushed. I'm gonna do the Patrick Ta method of using powder first, then the balm. Use my finger to apply this. I literally have no words. Look at how glowy my face looks. I'm gonna lock everything in with my One Size setting spray. If you have any questions on this look, let me know in the comments. Bye! I straightened my hair and I'm wearing a denim top. It's only fitting we do 2000s makeup. I feel like the girlies were wearing a lot of cool toned neutral eye looks, so I'm gonna try to recreate that. I always like to add concealer whenever I put a color on my eyeshadow just because it stops it from creasing throughout the day. I'm gonna use this white color because I feel like it'll give me a more frosty look. Usually I do a more perfectly outlined cut crease, but I feel like it being a little bit more messy makes it more true to the look. Go ahead and mix these two colors again. And I'm not going to blend this too much because I feel like it being more messy is kind of cute. To make this 2000s look just a little bit more frosty, I'll be using my Dior Glow palette. This color is going to be perfect. I'm going to use this bronze color on the outer corner. Gonna dab this right here. Use some black eyeliner and black mascara to really make my eyes pop. It's not a 2000s look without some highlight on my brows. For blush, I'll use Patrick Ta's She's Flushed. I'm gonna do the Patrick Ta method of using powder first, then the balm. Use my finger to apply this. I literally have no words. Look at how glowy my face looks. I'm gonna lock everything in with my One Size setting spray. If you have any questions on this look, let me know in the comments. Bye!
Out of all the trash and make bling makeup looks, I don't know how I've never done Kesha. The whole point of the look is to really make it look like we slept in it. This is gonna make me cringe because I hate touching my hands with the foundation, but tinted moisturizer, okay, because again, we want to make it look like second day old makeup, so I don't want like a lot of coverage. I feel like there were so many party girls in the early 2000s, but when it comes to like the mid, honestly, the only person I can think of is Kesha. And I did use the tiniest bit of concealer because we're not trying to brighten our under eyes because we slept in it. Gonna get really no contour today. I want it to look like, again, we've been drinking all night and we woke up with a swollen face, but again, in a hot, cool girl kind of way. I had the smoothing filter effect on, which I feel like completely defeated the purpose of looking kind of, you know, a little bit no sleep, but I am gonna be very heavy on the blush kind of around this area. I have have to set my under eyes or else it's gonna crease so bad. And even though, you know, that could work, I'm sorry, no, I cannot go out in public like that. The cutest part about Kesha's looks was she always had so many freckles kind of going literally all around this area, and this Lime Crime one literally is the best to get those type of freckles. I mean, it already makes me look so much more sun-kissed than I was. I was gonna do my brows off camera and I don't know how I did this, but I broke my little spoolie. And unlike the really early 2000s, I'm gonna do a slightly bushy brow, but again, not so bushy. Craziest part is when I was like a junior in high school, that was when we started filling in our brows. Like, I just never did my brows before then. When I graduated, that was like right when the beauty community was like starting to pop off. I loved getting ready for school, so I'm so glad I missed that mark. There's nothing on my brush, but I just cannot imagine how long it would take me with how makeup was back then. Dragging all of this down and making it really messy, but instead what I chose to do, I definitely lived my party college years, my senior year. The last 2 months, my friends and I completely checked out of school. Like, the amount of times I would show up to zero period so hungover. So many glitters, which one? Glitter glue is a must. But I would literally just end up going home halfway through the day. I never ever got in trouble. I would just blame it on my diabetes. Little bit of pink. The messier, the better. Clear gloss.
Around this time of year, I get addicted so bad to 2000's frosted lips, and I feel like I perfected it enough, for myself at least, that I can share with you. I felt bad that I couldn't respond to everyone's comments, so I figured I'd just show you while I'm doing it. I start with my natural lips, and they already fit the frosty vibe right now because I'm like dehydrated. But if they're too dark pink, I'll just use the leftover concealer on my beauty blender and go over. My hardcore 2000's girls know you can leave it like this, but I can't be seen without my lips lined. I try to keep the liner as thin as possible so it doesn't interfere with like the color of the lipstick. Like the tiniest little line. Besides my favorite. Perfect. Same thing on the bottom, just a little smudge that kind of looks like a shadow. Okay, so now the Frost, one of my favorite lipsticks I've ever bought in my entire life, Revlon Skyline Pink. It is so nicely pigmented. Usually I just like tap it on. Like, isn't that so pretty? It's so easy for me to wear all day and like reapply because it feels more like lip gloss than lipstick. You don't have to worry about it getting like messy. I feel like you can sort of reapply it without looking because it's just shimmer. I don't know. Yeah, okay, love you.
Have a early 2000s McBling jewelry haul. Ordered all these pieces from one of my besties here on TikTok. Of course, I ran through everything and opened it up just so this video would be a little bit easier, but just know everything was packaged neater before this. For starters, I have this purple leopard bangle, which I don't normally rock purple, but I have a fit planned and this is gonna eat down with it. This is just so freaking cute. Also have a big pink clamper bangle. This is so cute, even with the stack that I have today. Have another purple with little rhinestones. Super cute. I actually only bought this one because she showed me her styling it with another one. I was like, girl. Little saleswoman. And then this pink zebra. The material on this is so strange to me because it's like acrylic, but like almost like, it reminds me of glass. I don't know. Then I got this little plastic butterfly. Oh, I thought it was a clamper. Oh wait, it is a clamper. I was like, how does this looks small? How's it gonna fit me? That's what that one looks like. Oh my gosh, so cute. It's so unique and I really like that. I never see stuff like this. Favorite type of jewelry is shit that no one else has. I have 2 rings. So this first one has a purple little butterfly on it. And then this is a little elephant. I really like the elephant. The elephant like reminds me of my childhood for some reason. And then she also ran a giveaway and I won the giveaway. And everyone in the comments was like, the giveaway's rigged, the giveaway's rigged. I'm like, no, please. This is like my second Whatnot show ever, like going on a Whatnot show. It's like, let me have my graces. I don't know if she made the gifts better because we're besties or if she was planning on giving these gifts, but they ate. First, I got this little zebra print purse. How cute is this? I'm like so excited to like, this is so cute. Got this little purple bracelet that's gonna go with my other stack of purple bracelets, which is good because yeah, I don't have a lot of them, so this is really good. And then I got, she knows I love Hello Kitty, she threw in this Hello Kitty keychain. Oh my gosh. But yes, my whole package was absolutely the cutest and I'm so happy. So y'all go make sure you follow her and check out, because she does shows like every day, so make sure you check it out.
No one who talk like that, and if you hang up on a nigga, bitch, I